I was in such a place, and something happened, and then the party was on. It went on, and then something happened, and the party was on. Well, the party's on.
Deep inside, I hear the drums beat, the rhythms of old calling me, the origin of which I do not know. Yet the call beckons, and I must go, lost in a land of colors and schemes. Somewhere in my mind, I see meadows of green, and I hear the drums, and they keep on beating. Someday I know this land I'll be meeting. My soul and spirit does not hear lie, for I hear the drum beats of the motherland's cry.
Charles Potts's hitching post has Charles Potts's lonely ghost tied up on Palouse, where most of his real estate is found.
Charles Potts has a file on every poet in America.
The moon was a sun body shot by the great hunter's arrow, two burning in the sky, now a shroud, a shadow. She dances through your body like a rising tide, and carves your story in laughter and sorrow, and carves your story in silence, you say, and carves your story with the memory of fire.
Oh, I thought it was just fantastic. I've never seen so many poets in one place at one time in my life.
All his marbles had been lost before his friends had learned the cost of being where his stars were crossed, reversing Ezra Pound.
Extra special you when I tried selling rain clouds to cactuses, raindrops to weathermen, rainbows to gypsies, by which I mean nomads, by which I mean indigenous travelers, by which I mean traveling merchants, by which I mean the merchant class, by which I mean upper class, by which I mean high class, by which I mean the ruling elite of our society, any society, those who form important policies in our time.
Jocko! Spider on silk drops and stops over my coffee. The world's first bungee jumper.
Y chingue su madre.
Damn it, I got things to say. I book catering and swing bands. Unless you don't like swing bands, well, there won't be any swing bands. There's a stage set up with the biggest lighting setup you'll ever come across for NASA aerial shots. And my mic might just pro my voice to cities and towns of faraway galaxies. At least the message will be heard. I could see it now. An elderly alien rocking in his chair to my speech. I need to confront the issues that face the nation. For example, scratch and sniff merchandising, negative and positive effects of religious beliefs, rehab for drug-sniffing dogs, and our comfort in things being one size fits all.
And this is the first poetry reading I've ever been to, and if it hadn't been for this program, I wouldn't have been exposed to something like this.
I came out of the freezer juggling 6 eggs and dropped them one by one on the top of your head. I stuffed you into a paper bag and left you on the back porch for a week and 2 days, and you didn't seem to mind at all. Why won't you get up and clean yourself off? Your hair is disgusting, and your mind is filthy with the things you do in that bag all day, every day.
And they called out, 假洋鬼子, fake foreign devils.
Once I saw the thinnest moon, and this morning's backlit clouds remind me how all the beauty I recall is stored conveniently behind me.
An 18-year-old son, a world's difference in time and culture, but searching the same bohemian alleys and grottos.
I remember in the green tangles of a childhood spring, before perception turned conceptual, listening to a whispering wind as it wandered through Oregon pines.
I want a president who is so budget conscious that at his inauguration, he serves Hot Pockets and Kool-Aid.
This kind of events give me a lot of chance to meet different people and hear their voice.
Just turned 50. With mirror and scissors poised, I cut my first nose hair.
All his life was lived in vain, reflections of his actual pain that took him slowly down the drain without a trace of sound. I put the picture of the moon in tomorrow's empty sky with glee and wait here for the day to pass through time where I can see. Charlie Potts's lonely ghost is tied up on his hitching post, leaning south beside the most tree-lined street in town. Everything and anything I ever want to do is wrapped in light and sounds as if I'm familiar with that too.